For hockey lovers, it doesn't get much better than skating in the crisp winter air right outside their doorway on a fresh sheet of ice. Welcome to Gotta Love Connecticut Hockey. I'm your host, Ashley Leach, and today in this special edition, we travel the state to explore the 3 rinks selected by our viewers as the finalists in our 4th annual Backyard Rink Contest, sponsored by Save All Pools. These families have invested countless hours planning, constructing, and maintaining their own personal rinks. So let's go check out the fun that makes it all worthwhile.
We decided to build a backyard rink about 3 years ago when my oldest son, Maddox, started learning to skate hockey, and we wanted something to do on the weekends where friends can come over, not sit inside and play with iPads or watch TV, so it keeps them really active.
I've just seen an immense improvement in their skating skills, and it's definitely nice at bedtime when they're very sleepy because they've been skating all day.
We decided to build a backyard rink for the community, but for our little boy Eli, 6 years old now. Have fun, have the friends over, as you can see.
And adult fun.
And adult
My
fun.
husband likes to skate at night with his friends as well.
I've been playing a bunch of pond hockey tournaments the last couple of years, and just remember as a kid would always love it. And when we were looking for a house, we thought about the backyard here. We'd get it graded years down the road or something. But then my wife said, you know what, why don't we just try the front yard? It's flat enough. And we have 4 kids that play hockey between 4 and 10 years old. We figured it was a great time to start it and do it.
My father-in-law comes up, Stacy's father comes up from Florida. First week of December every year, we build the frame up again. This year we went 8 feet wider. Every stake we made by hand, and on the tall side where there's more water, we really had to put up some of the brackets about 3 times the size as they are on the smaller side.
We usually start it in November, lay out the boards and box them out and then frame it up, and usually by Christmas we have it framed out. And then this year we added the pool noodles on top so the liner wouldn't rip. And then we start filling it usually by Christmas, and usually the first skates the last 2 years has been right around Christmas.
Usually it takes a weekend to set the frame up, get it all bolted together, then we put the tarp in and we start to fill it. When people were setting up rinks this year, we had a major drought. We was getting a little nervous because it was starting to get cold and we didn't have enough water in. So we hired a pool guy to come and deliver some water so we didn't run our well out. And there's about 13,000 gallons of water in this rink.
It took me a week all in, but if I did it by hours, it probably took me 2 days pretty much to get it right, because I bought some stuff for underneath the boards and everything so the water pressure couldn't get underneath and crack and move. I also learned last year we had a problem this way, and I was able to stabilize it. I have some boards against the rock wall that we have here, which are stabilizing.
Since last year, some of the things that we've changed was we excavated the property a little bit more to make it much flatter. There's about 7 inches of water in the 100 by 50 foot rink, so it freezes a lot quicker. We added corners actually in the far end and additional fencing to stop the pucks and more lights as well.
Lots of lights.
Lots of lights.
When we went bigger this year, I didn't realize that going 8 feet that way was going to add a lot more water. I started filling the rink at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I thought it would be done at midnight. The water hadn't even crept across. I ended up shutting off the water at about 7:30, so it took about 15, 16 hours to fill it. I'm looking forward to getting my quarterly water bill, that's for sure.
Any snowstorm, we're out here at all hours.
Not we.
I'm out here with a dear friend of mine who helps me out, Steve Kahn, cleaning up the snow. We have a little handmade Zamboni as well that we flood the rink with.
We use a roof rake for when the ice is about an inch or so thick, so we can scrape the snow and stuff off there. When it's cold like today, I'll just go out there with a backpack blower I'd use to do leaves in the fall time. It gets rid of all the scraped ice, and it works perfectly. Sheet of glass when I'm done, right before I'm gonna flood.
One thing I've noticed is you got to make the ice at night. You can't make it during the day. If it's super thick, you can get out there with the snow blower. If there's snow or ice, you can get it off and then lay a fresh layer, usually like 2 or 3 times of hot water. Luckily, we have the garage here with the hose hooked up to the hot water, which makes a huge difference. So if there's any other bumps, you can kind of melt it down. But if it's not big enough, I have to have Caroline, my oldest daughter, go out there with the snowblower, because I've fallen through probably 3 or 4 times this year, but she's usually light enough that she can handle it.
In terms of amenities here, we've got a 20 by 20 skate house. It's a nice warming hut for the parents and for the kids after we play. And we've got a skate sharpening house as well.
The fire pit is, I guess, multi-purpose. We use it in the summer. It's really nice in the winter to get a big fire. I think I've gone through about a quart of wood so far this winter. My littlest Quinn was out here yesterday for 7 hours. So having a fire to keep warm is perfect.
Because it's in the front, it draws the neighbors in, and I didn't plan on having these parties, but we tend to have, the neighborhood comes over, the adults stand out here and the kids play, and it's kind of funny to to see the amount of non-hockey playing kids that want to come and play hockey. So it's definitely, there's a lure to it.
The best part about having the rink is looking out the window and seeing a bunch of kids and or adults outside, and the parents are around and the kids are having fun, and it's good old-fashioned fun.
A lot of people come over to skate, and we have a lot of games. My favorite part is when my teammates on my hockey team come to my house and they skate around probably once or twice every weekend.
I like having ice anytime we really want.
If we don't have the chance to go to our hockey practice, we can just skate on our rink right here. You get to skate on it all day. You can pucks on the rink and nets.
My input as to why we deserve to win it is, is days like today, and there's always kids out here after games. My father-in-law and I built this ourselves, and we took a lot of pride in a lot of hammering, a lot of use of a screw gun, and we're reaping the benefits right now.
It isn't something that's popular around here. There's probably one other family here that actually has a backyard rink, and it's something that's different and unique.
The first night, the younger kids were asleep, and me and my daughter came out here, and it was crystal clear, and you can see through it. You look up and you see the stars, and she started skating, and I was just watching her. And it's just neat. You're out here in the middle of the night in your front yard playing hockey.
We love skating on it, so it's we use it a lot.
I think that Jess should win the contest because he puts a lot of hard work into it, and I think it would be a nice reward for all his efforts.
I was taking a look at the other entries, and it's awesome to see that a lot of people are doing it, and the word is spreading out there about how fun these things can be.
Each rink has its own unique elements that helped earn its spot as a finalist in this year's contest. The Cacaro family, our first ever finalist with a front yard rink rather than a backyard rink. For the Stefanowicz family, building the rink on a yard that isn't level is a family endeavor. And for the Kane family, an encounter with last year's Blizzard Nemo meant taking steps to make sure that this year's rink endures all season long. For all the Connecticut families who cherish their own little slice of hockey heaven, a backyard rink means good times, great hockey, and special memories that last for years to come. Everyone who entered this year's contest poured their heart and soul into their rinks, but there can only be one winner. Our fourth annual 2013-2014 Backyard Rink Contest winner is the Kane family from Woodbridge.